Man. My jump. My rock star jump. Your performance was wonderful. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm a little bummed only because I heard later on that, okay, so hear me out. It's the very last hook. I did a really cool jump and I felt really good about it. And I was like, oh man, everyone's gonna see that. And then the cameraman didn't get the jump. It was zoomed in on my face. And what was that with nonfiction not being able to see Kiara's dance break? They were the two things I asked specifically about. I said, did everyone see the guitar jump I did? And then I said, did everybody see Kiara's dance break? And Staff Sam was like, well, and I was like, wow, it's a no, isn't it? It's a no, isn't it? Damn it. That made me sad. But what can you do? There's really not a lot that can be done. I mean, it's not like the cameraman knows what we're gonna do, so fix it, Blu-ray. Well, maybe some other cameras were getting it, but maybe not. But it is what it is. Something for the people at the venue. As long as the crowd had fun and people at home were still able to enjoy themselves, that's what Maury cares about. I'm so glad that they let me take my guitar on stage. I said after the HoloFest performance, right? I was like, that was okay, but I want to do something like kind of different, something a little standout. So I thought, let's bring a guitar on stage. Switch things up a little bit. I think it was worth it. Guitar was based AF. You absolutely killed it. Ah, thanks. I'm pretty happy with it. It was alright. You earned it, Maury. You're the best. Ah, you guys have fun? Did you like me and Kiara's hug? It felt so nice to just hug Kiara in 3D and have it be like synced properly. For the tracking to be on point for once. There's a high quality tech behind that show, man. High quality technology. Takamori Suite on stage. Yeah, I have a really great memory of all of us in a dance studio in Japan, practicing for the nonfiction dance for the concert. We spent the whole day in that studio and it felt like an idol anime, Yeah, all 5 of us girls like with our water bottles and like our workout clothes. And the dance instructor in Kiwawa teaching us the moves. Kiwawa was of course at the front, teaching us and making sure we could follow her movements, right? She was like, come on, girls, come on! It really felt like an idol anime. It felt like that one scene in Seishun Archive MV where like all the girls are like dancing in the dance studio with like Kiwawa and Gura and everybody, JPs and IDs. It felt like that. But with all of myth. Practicing the nonfiction dance because we wanted it to be really, really good, so we practiced it a lot. So I hope it paid off. We tried our best to make it look clean. Yeah, Kiwawa gets really passionate about the dancing part of it, so everybody had to give their all. It was also really cool doing like a song that I wrote the lyrics for, like live in front of that many people. I know that I've done that at my own solo live, but it felt different hearing like Gura sing words that I wrote, right? Ame, Ina, Kiwawa also singing and dancing to lyrics and words that I came up with. I know that in the credits it says that Elliot also wrote the lyrics, but Elliot actually wrote the top line. So dude made the top line and then I put the words to the top line. So all the words are Mori words. I think it's one of my favorite songs I've ever written with Hololive. Out of all of them, even my own songs. It's extremely poetic. I'm glad you think so. I tried to make each and every lyric like kind of specific to each person, I guess. The line that I sing actually was supposed to be Kiara's line, but I switched hers and mine because I was like, I don't have Kiara's range. I like backed down immediately. I was like, I could try to hit that note, but you and I and everyone else here all know that Kiara can hit that note and I will have trouble with it. Yeah. If you think about it, right? If you really listen to the lyrics, you can tell they're kind of written for Kiara. I love how you weave the stories for care about the Ian girls was a lot when you write lyrics for them. I do. I try to think about everybody's story and put it into lyrics, you know. Yeah, what was it again? Some once upon a time is not where a voice gets heard. Where the faded lines of speeding time make us flightless birds. So the where a voice does, like a not where a voice gets heard, that part is kind of referring to like Kiara's time being an underground idol, I guess. And like, you know, feeling like she was singing to like a crowd that like wasn't hearing her because there weren't a lot of people. And then, will the faded lines of speeding time make us flightless birds? There's a bird reference, you know, running out of time and whatnot to live your idle dreams. My pen is running dry. A soul on fire. Soul on fire. Fire is driven to react. And when burning flames attack, we will never fade to black. It's like black embers, right? She performed to 0 people before. I know, which is crazy because you look at the crowd, right? And you see how many people all of us got a chance to perform in front of, right? Crazy that all of us, a lot of us came from backgrounds where we really, I think everybody, I think that's the biggest crowd that all of us have ever, like real life, real crowd that any of us have performed in front of. I mean, even New Underworld Order was a much smaller venue, right? So yeah, we've all come a long way. I heard the crowd before the show started. I heard everybody cheering, Callie, Callie, Callie. And then I looked up at one of the screen and saw that somebody was like holding a me plushie. And I'll be honest with you guys, I was like, I don't want to say I was down. I was just kind of like, oh, you know, I'm sure there are deadbeats here, but you know, I don't know if they're like, you know, super hype, if there are a lot of them or whatnot, but seeing that really lifted my mood, and that made my night, I would say. Hearing that chant and seeing on the screen somebody holding up the Callie doll, that made me really glad. So I remember that. You underestimate us. Well, later on, I realized that I'm just being silly. Of course, there are deadbeats in the crowd. There are fans of everybody in the crowd. Everyone's got their Oshi. Everybody's got their handful of faves, right? Well, I'm definitely amongst the group, so why wouldn't the deadbeats be out there? I feel better about this performance than the fast, just because I feel like I've had more practice singing it, and I liked being able to have a guitar and not worry so much about dancing and just kind of rocking out, you know? That's what I want my future shows to be like. Well, I think if Mori ever does a second live, we'll do lots of rock songs, and I want a band, a live band. Maybe we should try Budokan. Like it's so easy to do. Maybe if I do well enough with the next releases, the third live can be at Budokan. I wonder where the next one should be. A place that's big enough for people not living in Japan to come in droves if they'd like to. Dreaming big is important though. Wanted wasted performance. 好きだった?本当に幸せでした。ありがとう. Yeah, I didn't want to do any poppy songs. I wanted to do rock. Something where I could use a guitar. Something a little different from the norm. That was the plan. And I think it succeeded. I just really wish you guys saw my jump. I'll just have to do it again someday. I'm going to tell the cameraman ahead of time, hey, maybe second live. I'm going to say, hey, zoom back for the jump, please. Camera crew needs a little help. We should tell the camera people we don't need to see the crowd at all. I think that the shots that like zoom back and get performer and crowd are pretty cool. I would have loved to have something like that, right, with me jumping with a guitar. But from what I heard, staff told me it was just my face, or like the upper part of my body. I'm like, really? Man. My jump. My rock star jump. That'd be a lot of stuff to remember if we told cameraman every single thing that everybody was going to do. Also happened to be no. Yeah. But crowd was super Yankee. I think there's a bit of a difference between the crowd at Connect the World and Japan. Not a good thing or bad thing, just very different. I feel like hearing everybody's like yells and cheers is like a little deeper and louder. And whenever the camera like got on somebody, it wasn't just like, ah, it was like, let's go, let's go. LA makes some noise. But I think because everything went so well, I really do believe in my heart that we'll get a chance to do something like that again. I really want to do another show. Connect too. Maybe someday we'll have more friends with us too. Isn't it crazy? It started out with just us 5. Someday, maybe the next Connect concert, we'll have a bunch more people, a handful new people. Maybe it'll be a 2-day concert then, if we get more friends before then. I want more friends. Maybe that's childish because I've already got great friends all around me, right? Yeah, great friends.